In the big Bilge Tank, we'll keep you in the know. In the big Bilge Tank, we'll fix your techie woes.
And we'll break things and we'll make things till we're all together raking. And
We'll raise a cup of grog down in the big Bilge Tank. In the big Bilge Tank, come and join our pirate crew. In the big Bilge Tank,
We will show you what to do.
and we'll hack it till we crack it.
we'll tell the world about it and forget to tidy up.
That's why it's now a Bilge Tank.
Hello and welcome to episode 042 of the Bilge Tank. But don't panic, we have our towels. Rubbish.
This week has been unpleasantly like being drunk.
It has been a heck of a week. And we Pi Zeros have just sold out. They lasted 24 hours, brilliant.
First time they've ticked over, isn't it?
First time we got through 24 full hours with Pi Zero in stock.
On its own.
On its own.
Yeah.
We have more coming next week. I think we'll be listing them 9 a.m. on Wednesday. But we'll keep you updated on Twitter.
Yeah, we've had people on holiday this week, which we planned poorly.
Yes.
So it's been a bit of a scrabble, but we're catching up now, which is good.
It is. It
Yeah.
is good.
So apologies if your orders have been delayed. We're on it. We're making good.
Yeah, this week we've got some demos from Sandy, specifically the Enviro pHAT, which will be listed, I think, maybe today. I think we've been saying that for a couple of days, but we just need to get the details set. And for your viewing pleasure, we're going to eat some salad.
Our first crop from the Internet of Seeds. Woo!
Yay.
They look real. They've been washed and everything.
They have been washed. They've been very well tended. Good job, Sandy.
They smell green.
Are we going to do like a proper double blind trial? Are we going to blindfold?
Oh, that's a nice idea.
We don't have
I
any
really
control,
don't
though.
think I want to be fed while blindfolded by either of you then. Let's see how it goes.
So anyway, I've got some love hearts and crack and rum on hand to take away the taste of
Love hearts.
vegetables.
Sounds good.
And instant
Pirates are
coffee.
allergic to vegetables. Scientific fact.
Yeah, it's what causes scurvy, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
True facts.
Right, should we start off with the demos? Oh, wait, one thing first to make the Dockercon.
Oh, yeah.
Dockercon next week is, I think, starts on Sunday and ends on Tuesday. It's Dockercon 2016, which is in Seattle, and Alex Ellis, who was on the previous episode of the Bilge Tank with his Raspberry Pi Zero cluster, is going to be talking, and we're hoping there might be a video available after the event.
I think he said there might be.
But if there isn't, just as a little sneaky preview, he tweeted this is his demo that he's going to do on stage, and he's got 5 Pi Zeros,
Possibly even more now.
4 Enviro pHATs, which we gave him kind of ahead of them being available so he could build this demo up, and a new product that we're bringing out soon called Blinkt, which is a very, very basic little LED bar that you can stick on top of your Pi. Which we
minimal as well.
Let's have a look. We'll look on camera. This is prototype, so it's green, but Blinkt's... Oh, you can see one beautifully.
Yep.
This is basically going to be a cheap as chips, nice little 8-pixel RGB LED indicator. Great for things like this, where you're running a cluster and you just want some indicators, or just for messing around, really.
Yep, and they are APA 102 pixels, so they are, again, super bright and easier to control than WS2812.
Yeah, they're really easy to work with these, and actually it doesn't block any of the interesting interfaces on the Pi. So Blinkt just uses a couple of very basic I/O pins.
Yeah.
So if you put it on, say, a Black Hat Hacker, you can still use all of the pins of your Pi, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
So watch out for that. We have PCBs coming. We're hoping Blinkt is going to be available next week to tie in with the actual Dockercon talk. So yeah, keep a lookout for that.
Awesome.
It's chucking it down with rain now.
It is, yes.
Will we do the letters first?
Do you want? You really want to do the letters?
I do, yeah.
I can see Sandy's really eager for the
Let's
letters.
do it.
Come on then.
Okay. I'm ready.
So that is the one with the LED
This
lights.
is the hydroponically grown
Yeah.
super science lettuce, we're going to call it.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the blind test?
Well, not really, because they
Have
look
you got some from
totally
next door
different.
as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the
No, that's
this
it,
is
no.
the control.
Oh, right.
I see. Right.
Yeah.
Sandy and I are going to feed Paul lettuce. This is going to be awesome. And this is just the boring, humdrum, organically grown, locally sourced crap. Yeah, lettuce. So you can see the difference.
You can
It's substantially bigger.
pale and unhealthy looking.
Well, you'd know being a Scotsman.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that was uncalled for. I'm sorry, Sandy. Oh.
I'm half
And this
Scottish,
is the... What would you call this? Upstanding and vibrant.
Yeah, strong and healthy looking.
Yeah. They do look really different. Did we actually grow I think Paul's
They
already
were the same. They were
Paul's
the
got
same
into
crop.
the-
They were started at the same time from the same seeds.
So we have the same variety as well, because I can see
Yeah.
some rocket in here. I can see some like lamb's lettuce, I think.
The lamb's lettuce is in both, so that's the one we can actually test on.
So we're testing lamb's lettuce.
Yeah.
Which do you want to feed Paul?
Yeah. I'm happy
I'm just
to-
going to say right now that I think he's going to know the difference. We might have to pare this down a little bit. All right.
I mean,
Must be- there's a bigger one.
I'll find a bigger one.
If you want to chop a section.
Oh yeah, no, game on. Those are comparable, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what one you've got. I know what one I've got.
Yeah. Go for
Let's
it.
do this. Okay, Paul, are you ready for some lettuce?
Okay, that's a fresh, delicate flavour.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You still wish it
Subtle.
wasn't lettuce, though, don't you?
It's all right. It tastes kind of green.
Okay.
Okay, number 2 coming up.
Hang on.
He's cleansing his palate with instant coffee.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. You can take the blindfold off now if you want.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's
Okay.
nothing.
Well, the second one seems to have less flavour to it.
Ah.
Some flavour, but I'd say less flavour. So I'd say the first one was the one I preferred in crispness and flavour.
Mm-hmm.
How did I do?
So that was the first one that you had was the non
Hydroponically grown.
super
The non-forced.
yeah,
It was the
Yeah.
wimpy
Wow.
lettuce.
yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Let's yeah.
See what you think.
Find a bigger leaf. You had big leaves. It took us a while to find equivalently sized leaves of lettuce.
Oh, well, that throws it off, you know, because basically you've got the runt of the good stuff. That's always going to be worse.
I can't remember where I took that out of now. It all just tastes like lettuce, I'm going to be honest with you. It's quite nice, though.
I mean, the point is you could feed more people with the other one because it was massive.
Yeah.
I think that's sweeter actually. It tastes sweeter to me, that one.
Just the normal lettucey bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I fear there's a limit to how long we can let this run without losing viewers, but
Is that the rocket?
that wasn't. Oh, what was that? Yeah, maybe that was actually. Yeah, that was a bit of rocket.
Wow. So success, none of us have died yet. That's the main thing.
It's quite nice actually. It's quite refreshing.
Mm.
Perhaps we could have like grazing troughs around the building of hydroponic. Just, you know,
Okay.
just take a leaf as you pass.
I'm having rum now.
I like it. Good job, Sandy. Some nice lettuce.
So,
Are we going to sell it? Sell it in the
We'll
shop?
sell the actual lettuce.
Yeah.
I don't think it would ship very well. We could try.
it's kind of a upgrade to Haribo,
Maybe we
isn't
could
it?
sell the idea on our learning portal.
I think IKEA might have done that already.
Oh. Yeah, but not the way we've done it. We've got some water sensors to put in now, haven't we, as well?
To put into the growing trough things.
Yeah, so we can tell when it needs watering. And then the plan is to have a peristaltic pump so we can actually water them automatically. And eventually have a pair of scissors, hopefully done by Simone Gertz, to actually chop them at the end and harvest them. That'd be awesome.
I like it.
Yeah.
We should grow more of our own stuff here. It's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
well, we've got to choose what we have in the next batch. So we've got to start doing seeds soon.
I want some herbs. I want some some
Coriander
proper
and stuff.
fragrant herbs.
Yeah,
Basils,
basil.
corianders.
Yeah.
Okay, we shall do herbs next and see how they turn out. Yeah.
Someone's told me off. Mr. Slarty Bartfast, very appropriately, for being mean to Sandy. So I'm sorry, Sandy. Once
Shouldn't be
again.
mean to Sandy. He's lovely.
He's not at all a pasty Scotsman.
Well, he is, but it's not.
Well, he's no pastier than the rest of us, and that's the point, right? We're all pretty pasty.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a look you're giving me. Oh.
It's basically just jokes about deep fried foods every day.
Is that it?
Yeah.
9 to 5,
Yeah.
non-stop.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right.
So, EnviroPHAT.
Yeah. Oh, do
Yeah.
you want some rum, Sandy? Let's have some rum to go with our
I think I'm
salad.
okay actually.
You're right for rum.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So you're a teetotaler, Scott, as well.
No,
Okay, good.
just
not
just
right
not
now.
during work hours. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What if your employer finds out?
Yeah. So this is EnviroPHAT, which we've talked about for the past couple of weeks, and obviously it's a fat, so it is designed for the Pi Zero, but will also work with the full-size Raspberry Pis as well.
Mm-hmm.
It has a BMP 280 temperature and pressure sensor, It has a light and colour sensor. It has an accelerometer and magnetometer. It also has an analog to digital converter.
You're slipping off camera there.
Whoops.
Oop, there you go. Yeah, basically 4 ADC channels to hook your own sensors up to, or whatever.
Yep. So it does lots of things.
Yep. You have to solder your own header, and you have to solder the extra headers. Phil here, I think, has chosen his own custom colours for the ADC channels because he's classy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like any other FAT. It comes the SMD parts are assembled, and
So
then
you
you
save.
solder the headers on. So
Yeah.
you save. And basically, the reason we put this together is because we thought it would be nice to have a cheap set of sensors that you can use together for kind of environmental stuff. Hence
Yeah.
the name. And
Yeah.
It's the useful bits from the Sense hat without all the kind of other gubbins, really, isn't it?
yeah, we just
So-
hate LEDs so much.
Well, we have LEDs, but if you want LEDs, you get LEDs. If you just want a bit of Internet of Thingsy stuff and it fits on a zero, there you go,
That's it.
Enviro hat. Have we got a price for that?
I don't even know. I'd have to check.
Right.
I think it's going to be £10 or £12. I can't remember which, but
Yeah.
it won't be expensive.
Absolutely. And do we have a demo?
We've got several demos.
Okay.
So,
Do you want
Is
there any point in having the output from the Pi on the screen?
yeah, we could do that actually.
Is
Yeah.
that useful?
Yeah.
Oh,
I might
I'll
have to
call them
reboot
just
the
for
Pi,
that.
but we'll see how it goes. Dunk.
Is he going to do that with the screen plugged in?
I have no idea. We're about to find out.
Usually not. Or you have to restart it at least.
Yeah. Okay, we might not be able to have that. We didn't set that.
Will
up
we
in advance.
reboot?
Yeah,
if you
reboot.
want to reboot,
Yeah,
Pull the
let's
display
do
out.
fine. I'll just pull the power out of the display and then
Yeah.
we'll start it with that. Is
Yeah.
it halting?
Yeah.
We're so
There we go.
organised.
That does mean when you type, you're going to have to look at the preview
Yeah,
of the
it's
screen,
fine.
but it's not too bad.
That's alright.
Does it come back on?
Archie Rocks is asking when will it be available. I think you're talking about the Enviro hat and Enviro FAT, and I think it's going up today or tomorrow. And if you're talking about the Blinkt, then it should be Tuesday next week, I think.
Yeah, we'll see how production goes because there's always kind of fun production issues. Hey, look at that. I love this layout.
It's good, isn't it? Especially the upside downness of it. That's the best bit. What's happened there?
It's flipped with the display.
Oh, have you got? Can you not just invert that in?
Like, we probably can actually, yeah.
That's awesome.
There we go.
Hey.
It won't go that far. This is hilarious. Okay, can everyone recite pi to like 5 decimal places?
3.1415927.
14592.
3.1415.
It's good enough.
Oh, 15.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Brilliant. I love the fact that you have to enter the angle in radians. That's really
Yeah.
nice software. The heck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. So is this the normal one-line install Pimmeroni
Oh
style
my god, that's
that
small.
you've done?
We don't have that yet, but we will
Thank you, Sandy.
for tomorrow. That's great. Actually, it's
Bilge Tank.
right. Okay, so actually, what I'll do first is we'll just have a look at how the Python library actually works.
Okay.
So basically, you can do things like from Enviro FAT import weather.
Just going to see if I can zoom this in for you guys.
I was going to zoom it in a bit. So,
and
that's
then
nice.
print weather dot temperature.
Sweet.
So that's the temperature in the bilge tank.
Wow. It
Yeah.
feels
yeah,
about it,
it's
actually.
pretty toasty, isn't it?
Yeah. So let's do weather dot pressure. And it's pretty low at the moment. We've had
Is that millibars? What's the unit?
that's
of-
hectopascals.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Tell us
so-
more, Sandy.
That's as much as I can tell you.
Wikipedia it.
I guess it's named after Claude Pascal. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
Claude?
going to be the mathematician.
Yeah,
presumably,
French mathematician. Yeah.
Hecto because
Because it is. It's
Units of
hecto
area.
hundredths of.
oh, okay, yeah. So a hundredths of a
Yeah, it's
Pascal.
basically a Pascal divided by 100.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hectares.
So we can also
Hectares,
do.
yeah.
Let's do.
Those pie cups. Someone's noticed the pie cups, Paul.
Yeah, they got noticed last week as well. There was conspiracy theories all over Twitter.
Was there?
Yeah.
What kind of conspiracy theories?
Just like, where did that mug come from?
That's
Where
not
can
much
we
of a
buy it?
conspiracy theory. That's like the worst one ever.
So this is the light sensor. So again, it's from Enviro pHAT import light.
Mm-hmm.
There are how many different modules are there? There's weather, there is light, there is motion, there is analog, and there's an LEDs one as well.
Okay.
Which controls the LEDs for the colour sensor, yeah?
That's correct.
Cool.
Yep. So if we cover up the light sensor and then do that again,
Sweet.
then it goes down.
And it's actually a colour sensor. So if you turn the LEDs on, you can...
So let's
Touch the
let's
controls,
do that. Actually, so we're just doing from Enviro pHAT import LEDs.
Blaise Pascal, we have
And
been
then-
corrected correctly.
Right, so
Yay.
that's the LEDs on now. And
This is red, kind of
so if we
reddish
do
thing.
print light.rgb.
Try again. I don't know how close I need to be. Am I even picking a good bit of this box? Possibly not. How near should I go, do you reckon, Sandy?
Here you go. Some colourful cups, John.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I brought these actually.
Oh, sorry,
for that
Sandy.
video.
I'll shut up.
So this is blue, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Ta-da.
Cyan. RGB, yeah?
Yeah.
Blue with a
So
hint of
that's-
green. Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then if we do the yellow one, then I guess it'll be red and green. Is that right?
Yeah.
Seems right. And
Yeah.
Hey!
The reason, mostly that sensor's on there for taking light level readings, but because the colour sensors don't cost much more, we thought it was nice to add the extra feature, really, considering.
Yeah.
So it's useful as a light sensor, but the colour stuff is kind of fun.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I've got a little demo that uses Blinkt to display the temperature.
Ooh,
so
let's do this.
We'll just run that.
The pins that Blinkt uses are pins BCM23 and BCM24, I believe.
And they're using basically soft SPI.
We're just doing bit banging. Like the APA 102s are essentially an SPI style interface, but there's no chip select. So
Yep.
to avoid blocking any other interface on the Pi that was kind of useful, we just put them onto kind of straightforward IOs.
So what we've got here, Sandy?
So this is basically what happens is when you first run the code, it takes a baseline temperature.
So it kind of samples a few readings and then says that's about ambient or something. Okay.
Yeah, so basically I think it takes 100 samples over about 2 seconds or something like that.
Mhm.
Then it takes the average of them, and that's the baseline, and that becomes blue. And then if we warm up the temperature sensor,
Oh, it's going up.
you can see it's changing colour.
Ding, 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 ding.
So it should go from blue to green to
Do you still have your nice hot cup of tea?
yellow to red.
Sandy's pre-warming his
It's-
fingers on his coffee mug.
Right. But
Yes.
there's a nice brownie in motion
So we're getting up there.
generator.
It's-
Just stick it on top of it.
Just
Sandy.
hover it over the top.
The whole mug.
The whole shebang.
This could go horribly wrong.
Oh, I can't get close enough. Well, it's kind of climbing a bit, but we are now basically covering all the LEDs up,
Yeah.
which is...
Hang on, I'll take it off
You
and
see
then
the
we'll see.
reflection here, though. So
Oh, yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like
Here we
the
go.
cup's glowing.
Ta-da, red.
super red.
And that blowing it. Blow cooler.
We should totally have a paint drying section as well. I think that would add a lot to the show.
Cool. Okay, that
Yeah,
works.
so it's cool. I think both those products are kind of fun because they're like kind of trinkety, quite cheap, but they're experimental. You know, you can mess around.
Yeah.
And I think Sandy, you'll be working on quite a lot of content, especially for the Enviro pHAT.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
helping people get set up
Yep.
and
Yep.
kind of using it to do cool things.
So this is quite cool
So we
demo.
did in the pressure bag.
Yeah, this one is taking pressure readings.
Okay.
So if we've got a big plastic bag here.
What are you doing, Sandy?
So if we stick it inside the plastic bag and then compress it,
Ah!
it goes red.
It says stop crushing me.
and then if you release it, it goes back to blue again.
That's actually really cool. That's a great way to introduce that concept to kids, isn't it?
I've seen it
Just
used
being
a
able to
couple
do
of
it in your
times.
hands like
Yeah.
that is kind of awesome.
And ad hoc pressure sensor as well.
Yeah,
So
nice
it's-
demo.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
That is quite cool.
Sweet.
I've also got, so just to kind of show the readout of all of the sensors, I've done an example with the Displaytron hat.
Mm-hmm.
So Displaytron hat has an LCD display 16 by 3. Is that?
That's right,
That's
yeah,
correct. And it's got a 6-zone LED backlight,
RGB.
RGB LED
Indeed,
backlight. And it has
It is the most zoniest of backlights.
and it has 6 cap touch buttons down the side and on the bottom. So let's plug that in. Whoa! Did I? Oh no, I didn't. I thought I'd rebooted the pipe.
Fiddly pins.
It's just a spark happening.
Come on. Right.
Michael's asking about the Blinkt. Does it just use the right? It basically uses the right hand 10 pixels. As you look at a Pi naturally, it uses the left 10 most pins, so 5x2 essentially. It does have a full size header on it because it has to cover up the power supply anyway, so it's not much use trying to do a small header.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not using much of the GPIO at all.
But it will go on top of things very nicely,
It will,
which is great.
absolutely.
Yep. So this is basically it's at the moment it's showing the temperature and the pressure.
Should we zoom that in a little bit because the
Yeah.
backlight washes out on camera a touch.
The colour of the.
There we go.
Yeah,
I'm
just
going the
move
wrong way.
I can move it.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Stop breaking things, John.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So it's showing the temperature and the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
The colour of the backlight is relative to the temperature.
In an absolute sense this time, I'm guessing, not baselined or anything, but what's that?
Yeah, I think I set hard limits on the upper and lower temperature, but it should get redder if you hold your finger on it.
Yeah, it really is warm in here.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So that's why it basically started off red, because it's so warm in this room.
We should point out that this is not to be used for medical analysis.
No. Yeah, so that's that. So if we tap the button, it's now showing the light level and the RGB.
That's
so if
really
we do
cool.
that, if we cover it, then it drops down.
You
It's
just
not,
want to shove it down a bit so we can see the sensor. That's lovely when you can see something happening and you doing.
zoom out a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah. So if we cover it, then it drops away down. The reason it's not going right down is because the LEDs are on, and when I put my finger over it, then it's going to.
Do you want to turn them off? You've still got your console there, haven't you? Oh no.
No.
I can open a new tab. Let's do it. It's probably going to go horribly wrong. This off, not on. Yeah, that's not worked.
Is the other script restarting it?
Yeah, it must be.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
The principle is there. Is there any more tricks in this?
Where's the mouse pointer gone? Oh, no.
I'm only showing part of the screen, so you will have to guess slightly. Oh, there you go.
The backlight, does that follow the colour of the object?
Should do though, shouldn't it?
That'd
be a nice hack.
Yeah, no, I've not done that. It's just on white.
Right.
So then, if we go to the next one, then it's the accelerometer data.
Ooh, yeah.
So if we move it, you probably can't see because if I tilt it, then the
This is in G's, right? So the fact that Z is showing 1 is because it's basically flat on the surface. So you've got one G downwards.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm not
makes
certain.
sense.
Phil would be able to tell us that,
But yeah, essentially, if you flip it fixed onto another edge, the 1 should move basically to the X or the Y.
But yeah, it's basically 3 axes of movement. So kind of, I guess that's up the way, along that way, and then kind of back and forth as well.
Yeah. Very cool.
So so that's I think EnviroPHAT's really good for kind of combining with other PHATs and HATs to to build more exciting projects. It's also ideal for like I think quite a common use will be kind of sticking one on a Pi0 and then sticking it in a room and having it dump data to a server or something like that, and then kind of monitor 2 or 3 different rooms and kind of look at the conditions in the rooms.
And the nice thing with it being, obviously Pi0 has no built-in networking, but you could use Wi-Fi. But because the Pi is quite a big platform, not like a little microcontroller with 20k of RAM or whatever, you could log data for months if you wanted to the SD card, and just go and pull it at the end of the time. When you wanted to look at the data. So
we've got a 64 gig card in the Internet of Plants, and that's nowhere near being full. It's been taking photos every minute, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah.
For 30 days odd now, 20 days.
But that's usually the frustration with something like an Arduino or using an AVR or a PIC, is that you've got that limited memory footprint to fit in.
Yep.
Whereas with a Pi, it's essentially limitless. I mean, there's no realistic limits, which is kind of awesome for that kind of project.
Yep.
Yeah. Right, what else have we got to show off today?
I don't remember.
We've got a new product section.
You've got a thing that you click, but it's not there.
What?
Has it vanished? Your new stuff's thing.
Oh yeah, we weren't using it that much. I need to make it better anyway. But
oh yes, of course. This is the awesome 3-port USB hub with Ethernet that we've stocked since like December last year or something.
Yeah.
But this time with a USB on the go port.
Yep.
So no need for that little shim or the cable connector adapter that we used to have. You plug it straight into a Pi0, and you got your lovely 3-port hub and Ethernet. Brilliant.
Special no more shims formula.
That's in the power port.
Thanks, Sandy.
I'm a professional.
Yeah, as Sandy rightly points out, that was in the power port. But these are really, really handy for just debugging and setting up your project. And then when you're ready to take it headless, just pull the adapter out and install it wherever you want to install it. Very, very cool.
Fantastic.
We love these things. We tested so many of these, and these are the good ones.
Yep.
It took a long time to find.
Someone's asking about why we chose the BMP 280 rather than BME 280, I guess. Cost?
Cost
It's
was
probably cost related. The BME only came out relatively recently, didn't it? I'd have to check the information, but it was almost certainly to do with cost. With the fat board specifically, we try and keep cost quite low. It's possible we may do something bigger in a full HAT format that's more expensive and has.
Really, we're waiting for the BME 680, which does gas particulates as well. Apparently. But that's been delayed a few times by Bosch. But yeah, when that comes, that'll be awesome.
Have they had an emissions scandal?
Not yet, but they're trying.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think they're just very thorough. They've been very good about communications and things over it.
Yeah, their data sheet's pretty nice. The sensors are really good, so can't complain. And this is your muscle. Is this like a flex sensor?
Muscle sensor. Yeah. So take your little pads. We have the pads in stock, and we have the muscle sensor itself in stock.
Will we get it on the close-up cam? I'll stick it to my arm and we can
pull it off.
Yeah.
How's that, Sandy? Does that feel like a power port?
So I believe the way you do it's kind of like that.
Cool. Right, get yourself in close up. So it goes across the muscle, and then it's got the pinouts for when it detects stuff happening with your muscles.
Or lack of muscles.
I think it works with lack of muscles as well. Yeah. You've got an example here, John, haven't you, on the...
This is just on the product page. Mark's put some nice embedded videos just as a bit of guidance for how to set it up. But essentially you're looking at kind of muscle flex and strain and things like that, aren't you?
I thought we could have hooked it up to the analog input on the EnviroPHAT.
Nice. Yeah.
You could have, that's true.
It'd be like a whole training thing. How's an athlete moving? Man.
It's quite, this kind of stuff's pretty cool for wearables as well, isn't it? Because you could make your kind of wearable outfit trigger based on how you move your arms and things like that, which is pretty.
Yeah, you see the temperature of somebody, get the muscle sensors going, a bit of heart rate in there maybe with the heart rate sensor.
Yeah. It's a cool thing.
Cool.
We like it.
Yep.
But not as much as we like lettuce.
So I think that's just about everything for this week, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Probably do some football on later.
Is there?
No, it's about to finish, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, wonder what the score is.
I think Wales were winning last time I checked.
Oh dear, that's really bad for us.
Is that where one of those chaps tries to kick the ball into the net?
Yeah. It's
No.
football with actual feet and balls.
No comment about England losing.
I have no idea. Do we know what the result is? Do we care? Not really. Anyway,
I'm sure someone will tell us in the chat.
probably.
Yeah. So yeah, until next week, thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to like.
Subscribe.
And
eat your greens,
yeah.
people.
Eat lettuce.
Comment.
Comment.
And thank you, we're over 1,000 subscribers now, which means technically we could start putting adverts on our YouTube videos. But since A, we don't really do adverts, and B, it's also one big advert for our stuff anyway,
1-0.
we won't do that. But thank you.
This instantly makes you feel a bit like a ruminant. I can just see my jaw kind of working around it. Yeah. Sorry.
Bye, folks.